We are on Nemesis and we are headed north. Got the Detroit lighthouse that we're passing by, and we haven't had any wind, so we've been motoring. We made it to the Detroit area. Coming up on the Ambassador Bridge. Still running the motor, which isn't unusual in the river. No sailing. Made it out of the Detroit River into the Lake St. Clair. We were able to get the sails up. I don't know if I mentioned that I got Bruce Huddleston helping me take the boat north this year. So, great crew. A little competition out here. They're going the wrong way if they want to race us. We're in the St. Clair River. We were sailing, but we got all the sails down because we got this storm coming in. We just got a 40-knot gust. Kind of knocked us over with no sails up. Luckily we didn't have our sails up. Alright, we made it to Port Huron Yacht Club, and we got to hang out with some people. We got Eric and introduce yourself, because I can't remember everybody. And we got Pat Andy, but he told me it's Fat Andy.
Wait a second.
So we're having a few Fagos. That looks better, yes.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Thank you for allowing us to stay at your club.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Don't believe
Welcome
what
to
everybody
Yacht Club.
says. Hey, bud. Yo, can you slow her down a little bit? Make no wait? That would be great. Thank you.
We are in Port Huron. The Mac race started today, but there was a big storm that came through, and one of the crew fell off, and so the boat is returned. They were able to recover the crew, but it took them about an hour and a half to get them back on board. The other boat broke down. There was one that broke their bowsprit. A couple of the masts broke off, and so it was a rough start to the Mac race for 2025. Last night was the party for the Mackinac race, and it was probably crazy here, but now it's not so crazy. We just went under the Blue Water Bridge. We're headed out into Lake Huron. Hopefully we'll get a little wind and be able to sail today. Just got out on Lake Huron. There's not much wind, as you can see. That is a 30 square meter, came out of Port Huron Yacht Club, Barbican. Used to be about 6 of them at Port Huron, but I think they're down to just a couple now because they're made out of wood and they're deteriorating, and there won't be any more unless somebody restores a couple of them and keeps them nice. We're out on Lake Huron. There wasn't much wind. It came in at about 7 to 8 knots. We threw the spinnaker up and we're doing about 6 knots with a 7 to 8 knot wind. And we're on course for our destination to Harbor Beach. We're out sailing, got spinnaker up, got a friend that joined me right here. We're in Harbor Beach, we're anchored out, and they're having a fireworks display for us. We're crossing Saginaw Bay, headed for Harrisville. Got the sails up. Have about 14 knots of wind. Coming a little bit off the aft quarter. We're doing 6.5 to 7 knots. And the waves are not that big out here, so it's pretty comfortable. We made it to Harrisville. It was a sporty ride. It just kept getting windier and windier. We had winds in up to 22 and we hit over 10 knots. We're off the dock about 8 o'clock this morning out of Harrisville, and it's pretty flat, so we're motoring now, but it's supposed to pick up enough this afternoon so we can sail. We're headed for Presque Isle. That is the Sturgeon Point Lighthouse. We're making it past Thunder Bay Island. The wind's just starting to come up, so we're going to set some sails. Filled in enough so we can sail, and we've got this nonsuch up ahead of us. They left about an hour ahead of us, but we were rolling over the top of them. Otto's sitting here just doing a fine job steering the boat. Wheels hardly moving. We're kind of coming up on Middle Island. Gotta miss Middle Island Shoal. We're doing 6 knots through the water, or 7 through the water. 7 knots through the water sometimes. About 6 over the ground. Must have a little current. We made it to Canada. We're coming in through the Mississauga Straits, and this is Manitoulin Island. We had to motor all the way across because there is no wind, and we've got this guy following us in.